Alright, so here's a recap of my trading day, May the 29th, 2024. So we started the day on a downtrend. You see this is the daily chart. We started the day at 9:30. We were lower than yesterday's low and a big red candle. So let's pull this to 5 minutes. So we were on a downtrend. Right at 9:30 the market opened and we had a buy signal on a 5-minute chart. You guys know that this is my technical indicator that is basically reducing my manual assessment or analysis by 80%. I rely on this, but I don't take every signal. So that's one. And then the second thing, because it was the first 5 minutes, I did not take a trade. I got into a position at this candle. So when I saw that we were trending on a CVD, we had positive volume. We were, this was the third positive cumulative volume delta that we had. So on the right about 9:35, I got into a position. We went a little down, touched the 9 EMA. I added to my position there, and then I got out probably when we touched the 50 EMA. Now I could have made more. I made 1 R today. It wasn't the best trade, but it was well worth it. We could have made a lot more had we stayed into the position, but because we had a Fed speaker later in the day and a couple of indices, I think indexes, we had some data that were coming, and we were below the VWAP, so I did not want to wait and stay in the market for too long. Again, it wasn't a bad day. We made 1 R, not too shabby, nothing to brag home about, but at least we are positive. Now a little bit about this indicator. This is really not an indicator, it's a strategy, and it's basically 5-6 indicators stacked on top of one another, and I have a series of 15 checklists that was too cumbersome for me to check every day. What I did, I put that in code and stacked them all together and created this algorithm that is reducing or replacing the 80 to 90% of my manual efforts. So again, I don't take every signal that it gives me, depending on the time. So right after 9:30, when I get the first signal, that is something to look for, or 9:45, 9:40, 9:45. So my trading time is between 9:30 and I really like to be done by 10. So during that period of time, the signal that I'm getting on a 5-minute is pretty reliable. So let's look at 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, we didn't get a buy signal until 9:45. So when you get we already had a buy signal on 5 minutes. When you get a buy signal on 15 minutes on top of 5 minutes, you don't wait, you go in. And then the cumulative volume delta was also good. So we started negative, I think we were negative 7 or 8,000 on 1 minute chart, and probably negative 10 or 15 on 5 minutes when we began. Let's see. But overall, it was a fantastic day, and we made 1 hour. Oh man. Not too proud, but it was at least something to call a win. So again, just to recap, I look at market calendar to see what's going on that day, right? Just to make sure I'm not getting any surprises. I look at the low and high of the prior day and build my fib levels, and then I look at I have this regression line. This is something that comes out of the box with TradingView, and I try to. So if you're here, I try to make sure that it goes above this line because that's a big resistance line before jumping into buy. And if we are here, that's top of our resistance, right? If we are here, I'm looking for a sell, I'm not looking for a buy. Now we have days that even when you get to this place, that means the momentum is strong and you should go in. But for vast majority of days, this is my guide really. This is a dynamic support and resistance line on a trend shape that is giving me indication of what's the buy and sell area. Okay, so then we have I already talked about our strategy. Then we have the 9, 20 and 50 EMAs, right? And then the last but not least is the most important of all of them is the VWAP. I was very cautious on going long. I'm always cautious on going long when we are under VWAP. I don't look for a home run on the long side when we are under VWAP. I look for a quick scalp, and that's what I did here today. I got in somewhere here when we touched the 20 EMA, and then I closed probably somewhere above the 50 EMA. That's a solid 100 ticks. So that's $40 move right there. So if you look at this here, so good 100 ticks right there. And you know that for NQ you get $20 for every tick, and there are 4 ticks in 1 point or $1. Good solid day. See ya.